Happy Monday, y'all. I wanted to check in and do some literal Monday motivation because if you're anything like me, the full moon was intense and feeling like we need like a little bit of a reset because that Aries energy can be like combustible and like boom, and like now you're like, okay, well, like, whew, where do I go from here? If you're trying to book a session with me or one of our healers, you can send me a DM as our site will be down through the evening, probably around 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we will be all systems go. I'm actually, grateful for the adjustment happening now so that everything will be streamlined and professional and in order. So if you don't know what happened, just check your email. I sent you one. Let's get started. Destroyer and Monk and Nun. Samaritan is at the bottom. So this looks like a shift for us in our view of our role and identity and our service in the collective. With Samaritan at the bottom of the deck, it feels like there's been a push for us to really destroy any programming that we have around the martyr savior complex. And of course, we are moving more broadly into the age of Aquarius, but the shadow attribute of the Samaritan is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help that you offer, which means, do you have resentment, whether you're acknowledging it or not, around the ways that you show up for people in your life or for the collective? And if there is resentment, then you're probably needing to examine what the energy exchange is, if you're feeling like it's insufficient. Now, separately in your personal life, if you're just feeling like there is an uneven level of connection, reciprocity, appreciation for the way that you show up, then look at the why. Are you overcompensating, feeling that you have something to prove, or that if you don't do this, you won't get adequate attention or affection? Are you doing the most because you're afraid to actually ask for your needs to be met? Also, are you playing out old roles and programming for yourself, like, people pleaser, auto accommodating, and just really leaning into a role that you don't actually want to play anymore? So Destroyer, Monk, and Nun are our cards for the week. Releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for new life. That's what this full moon in Aries was for me. It's like, boom, you thought you had a plan. It was good, but it really wasn't it. So here's like the level up for real. And then Monk and Nun, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So you can be walking your soul's path without sacrificing the ways that you need to help you sustain. And this is really, I'm feeling like a follow-up to the full moon in Aries message. If you didn't watch that moon message, you can watch it. But this is really like, hey, did you see the message that I'm trying to send you about the ways that you need to shift the way you're showing up so that you can be more fulfilled, so that you can build what actually makes you happy? And so service does not have to mean self-sacrifice. Obviously, there are ways in which that we have to make adjustments. Maybe we have to be more vulnerable. Maybe we have to be more accessible. Maybe we have to be more patient and compassionate. And those are the shifts that will change. So what no longer serves us, though, is trying to solve everybody's problems, trying to show up for people in all of the ways that they need help, not understanding that it's okay to not be able to meet somebody's needs, but you can hold space and you can refer them to where they may be able to get their needs met. That is actually you surrendering and submitting to spirit by taking any ego out of that. I watched the I Am episode of Lovecraft Country last night because I'm behind. And this is really also about acknowledging rage and that Aries full moon energy as sacred. So sometimes things do have to be burned down, but it is for the preparation of new life. So if you are feeling like things have been stripped away, or you're at a place where there's really just ashes, or there are certain areas in your life where you feel like you just are frustrated, now is the time for you to examine those things very thoroughly and with intention, and start to see where you can surrender them over to spirit, loosen your grip, let go, and allow what's new to be planted in this harvest season so that you can start cultivating what you're wanting to reap. Because some of the crops may not have been successful. What may have been growing may have been diseased, and that's okay. It's time to wipe the slate clean if necessary, or just prune. Okay? I love you. Have a beautiful week. The doors to the sanctuary are open. I'm actually offering for all members of the sanctuary many extra one-on-one readings about your, cosmic personality, your sun, moon and rising sign. And we also have a free mini life class when you join. If you're wondering, like, why do I need to know my sun, moon, and rising? Why do I need all 12 videos? I don't know how a birth chart works. It is definitely going to get you oriented so that you can kind of know how to approach and take in all of the content for October's soul guidance in the sanctuary. So we'll see you there. Can't wait.